just recording how we might create our Easter egg illustration. So we're going to get our ellipse tool and we're going to place it over these beautiful little patterns that we've made. So our patterns are just created just for a series of shapes, triangles, ellipses, rectangles. So I've created an ellipse shape and I've placed it on top, making sure that I've got, you know, the entirety of the ellipse included with these shapes. Okay, don't worry about the color at the moment, but definitely make a copy of it because you will need it. So don't worry about the color, we can change that and it actually won't make a difference to this particular step. So I've kind of got a very muted pastel color palette here, and I'm going to click and drag, and I want to make the clipping mask now. So Control-7 will do it for you, or right click and make clipping mask. Okay, so I have this lovely little egg shape now with pattern. The only thing is we can't see the outline of the egg, so that's why it's a good idea to have this shape here. So I'm going to double click. I want to change the color. I'm just going to make it into a kind of a lemon yellow. Okay, bring it over here and place it, and then I need to right click, arrange, send to back. Okay, I might actually change the color again. I'm not that fond of that color. It's just personal preference. Might come down here. So I mean, you can keep playing around with your colors. Yeah, that's better. It's kind of more lemon yellow than green. Okay, so delete that bit we don't need. Select this, and then we'll go to Object, Envelope, Distort, and Make with Warp. So what we want to do is, I'll just show you, my settings have stayed since I've used it already. So what we want to do is we want to give it a kind of a fatter base, and we want it to look like it's more three-dimensional than kind of flat. So I mean, there's lots of options here, but arch seems to be the best option. If you increase the vertical distortion, you will get something like so. So, you know, the bottom of your egg is a little bit fatter, the top is thinner. And with the horizontal selected, if we bring down the bend a little bit, do you see we're getting a kind of a little arch here? So it looks like we're looking at the Easter egg from above. Okay, so we've applied an effect. Press OK. All right, so the next step we want to do is create this kind of a drop shadow at the bottom. Okay, so all we're doing is we're using the ellipse tool. Select whatever color you want, maybe a light gray or something. And then you're going to the top of your screen, you're going to go to Effect and Stylize. So it's the Stylize that's at the middle of your drop-down menu, and Feather. Okay, and I mean, you can play around, it depends on the size of your artboard. You can play around with the radius that you have. I mean, if you go for something like 2, you turn on and off the preview just to see what it does. You know, you've got barely any feather on this particular design, but if I go for 15, 15 works better. I mean, it really depends on the size of your artboard, and press OK. Okay, so if I move that into place, I feel like it's still a bit heavy. So I'm going to bring down the opacity to maybe 60% and just see. And yeah, I definitely think that works. So I really need to make sure that I right click, arrange, and send it to the back. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, like so. And I mean, if I still want to change that, I can change the opacity there. There's one more thing is you might notice here on this preview, they've got a little highlight, and all that is a little ellipse. So get yourself a little ellipse, change it to white. Okay, play around with the opacity. I mean, kind of, you might need to try it out first and see if it works. Move it into place, and it definitely kind of just brings a more three-dimensional aspect to it. I might actually bring it up. Yeah, gives it a more true-to-life appearance. So yeah, that's it. Sorry, I can keep playing around with this. There we go. Okay, thank you very much.